All right, and we do have a showcase winner. If you guys know, in previous webinars, we have showcased certain websites and helped review them to provide some helpful and constructive feedback. In this webinar, we're going to feature Greg Campese's site. And Greg, I'm going to unmute your microphone here, get you logged in to the chat with us. All right, you there with us, Greg?
Yeah, hey guys.
Hey, Greg. Yeah, thanks for submitting your site to be showcased. We really appreciate that. And you've been with BD for a couple years now. Tell us a little bit about your website in just a couple sentences.
Yeah, so I run a nonprofit, spiritual, holistic, all that kind of fun stuff. And we wanted to create a website that was an event calendar and a directory for, people, places, things, holistic, natural, spiritual, all that kind of fun stuff.
Okay.
So, and actually, we started with WordPress and run into a bunch of snags, and I found for directories searching around, and it's just amazing. Your guys' software just was perfect in every way for us.
Great to hear that. Great to hear that. And in the showcase, the site segment here, our goal here is to kind of provide you with some assistance to kind of help you in an area that you hope to be doing better in. How is there a specific area of your site that you think is lacking, whether it's the level of member engagement or visitor engagement or traffic to your site?
Yeah, I guess for me, what I really need to do a little bit more with is calls to action to get people to join the site. And for me, it's a little bit of a tug of war, because for us marketing to the general community, for me, my biggest thing is the event calendar, because I wanted to create something that helps people find events that are like nourishing for their soul, meditations and workshops and things like that. And, from a marketing perspective too, the fact that we have ongoing events, it's a reason for people to constantly be coming back to the website to see what events are going on in the area. So it's a great way to keep people coming back to the site. We've also been doing really good with our blog. We, throwing our blog out there on Facebook to also drive traffic to the site. But where I'm falling short is when people get to the site, I need to let them know that this is also a directory that they can sign up for, and try to start generating more revenue using the site.
Gotcha, understood.
Just so you know too, just so you know too, we offer a free level membership, and then a middle tier paid, and then the high level VIP paid. So those are our 3 levels.
Okay, and are the events and the blog posts contributed by the members, or are you exclusively posting those?
The events are by the members. Right now, the blog is just by us.
Okay. That's fine. That's usually how normally the website owner is managing the blog. That's, as Pat says, your holy place to post information about your site and whatever you'd like to share. So member signups, you'd like to convert more visitors into paying or free or paid members, just to start with, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously paid would be nicer, but I mean, at this point, even just getting them to sign up for free, is the first step.
Okay. Yeah, Pat and I took a look at your site just before the webinar. So for the end user, you want it as a place to search for events, and then the events are provided by the users ultimately.
Yes.
Okay, and I have one final question for you. Who are the 2 types of members? Who is the type of member that's searching for events, and who is the type of member that's posting an event? What type of person is searching for an event?
So the type of people searching for events are people in the holistic world, or on a little bit of a spiritual path, or just looking for some kind of like self-help, self-improvement kind of a thing.
So they're seeking.
If we really want to get, yeah, yes, seekers, yes.
Seekers, and the ones posting,
yeah,
are,
I
mean, they have the
people posting. Sorry.
Go ahead. I think we're having a little mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you're just fading in and out a little bit on my end. Um, People posting events are mainly people that have holistic centers and are doing ongoing events, at their center. That's one of the biggest types of people, or just people that are putting on events like as part of their job, event planners.
Okay, got it. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I just wanted to make sure that's kind of what we extracted just by kind of looking at the site. Pat, I'll pass it over to you because you had some really good suggestions here on how to kind of guide the user experience.
All right, thank you, Jason. Yes, so very good site. I do like the concept. It's a passionate base. For me, what we're looking at right here, the top fold of the website, you did a pretty good job here. It's pretty clear what the website's about. Where I got a little bit confused is when I went to the sign up page, because on the home page you're clearly promoting the events. The search on the homepage is for events. So I get that events is really the main focus of this particular website. Yes, there's a directory element to it, but that's not at the forefront of this particular website. When you're talking about call to actions, it sounds like Jason just said, the people that are going to be signing up on your website, they're people that are going to be posting events. And that's the primary content. So I think if you simplified the sign-up process, for example, instead of get listed today, what if it said post your event? That is a lot more educational to somebody that's new to the website, so they can understand, oh, okay, I can post my event here. It's not as intimidating as a get listed today. Another option that you might have if you're looking to increase conversions, and my question to you is, how often of the people that sign up, how often do people sign up straight away for the paid listing without having to speak to you or being nurtured?
Not many. Most
Not
of our
many.
signups are the free ones.
Okay, so if that's the case, and that's where you're collecting data, right? So you're learning most people are just signing up for the free level regardless. So if you're not converting on this page, there's a couple options that you can have. One, you can just make it so that if I click on post my event, that it just takes me to the sign up form, so you can collect as many emails as possible. If I just had to put in my email and my password when I clicked add my event or share my event, and this is what I saw, I can assure you the conversion rates would increase substantially. Of course, it'd be on you to nurture them and upgrade them to paid listings, but at least you get more emails right out of the gates. If your goal was to improve the pricing page itself and increase conversions, I think Jason and I both agreed here that you need to strip a lot of these features. I think you should really force yourself to think, what are the 7 top features that I'm really offering members, and highlight those 7 features. So when I see things like, I believe there was coupons, I believe there were, I know at the bottom there's audio gallery and video gallery and products gallery, a Google map. It's a lot of information for me to take in, and I thought this was a website about events, and I myself got a little bit confused, and I said, well, let me go back to his homepage. Maybe I didn't connect all the dots. Maybe it's not an event directory after all. So I would recommend going that route if what you're looking for is to get more conversions for the paid tiers.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because when I started this, and probably for the first year, that homepage was about driving people to sign up for the directory, and that's why I have my paid tiers listed this way with these types of add-ons for the listing. But then I realized at some point that what's gonna for the general public, what's gonna keep them coming back to the site is the events, and that's why I switched the homepage to push the events. So I'm in, again, it's like this little bit of a tug of war where where do we fall? Because I really do want the directory to also be almost as important as the events for people, but it's hard to advertise both at the same time without confusing people too much.
Gotcha. Let me show you one thing. Again, the classifieds theme is just a demo site. But on the sign up page, on a classified site, what can you really do besides post classifieds? So the two plans we created on the demo was a basic user, and they could publish only one classified ad, and the power seller, we're calling them, so you can obviously change that. They get a bit more. They get a searchable profile. Their phone number is visible, and they can publish unlimited classified ads. So setting one asset that you have with your Brilliant Directories website is limiting how many total posts of a certain feature like classified ads or events someone can have at one time. So you might want to consider, again, making your pricing page a bit shorter, maybe even limiting it down to 2 options to simplify it even further, and really make the paid one irresistible compared to the free one. The free one is a great kind of starter way to get people into the site, and then your paid one can really have true added value for the potential member. But solving the problem that you mentioned, are you an events directory or finding the professionals, the holistic professionals directory? And then also you have another caveat, is that not all the professionals have events, right?
Correct.
But they still want to be listed in the directory. So actually that those are your 3 plans in my opinion. So you have like a free starter plan, which could just be the directory listing, and then you have like an events plan. It's events plus directory listing. Just giving you some ideas on ways you can structure your plans that would let people know how they can participate on your site more effectively. So maybe publish, and I know you want everyone to publish events, even your free members, so maybe you limit it to like publish 1 event or publish 5 events versus publish unlimited events.
Yeah. Well, and part of this is building the website up and building the community versus at some point, focusing on actually generating some revenue. So maybe at some point, I have to stop allowing the free events, and that is what they're paying for. Because my middle tier is only $33 for a year. It really is not much money for somebody that's serious about promoting themselves. So it might be logical to say, hey, we'll let you post all the events you want, but you got to at least pay the $33 a year.
I mean, even your 99 might I don't know, I'm not too familiar with the industry, but even the 99 would make sense. Again, if you present a unique value proposition for the premium listing compared to the free listing. And again, I think you're, like Pat said, you may be showcasing things that might not have too much emotional value for a potential member. And once you can focus to, up to maybe 5 to 10 feature benefits, and this is a good note for everyone, 5 to 10 features that really resonate emotionally with someone. They say, dang, I really got to join this site because I need those things. Some of the things like logo, you might want to eliminate. So as Pat said, you should try to think really hard about what things really will emotionally connect with the members.
Yeah, and business, you're right, and I hadn't even really thinking about like business name. Like, of course, your business name's gonna be listed. That doesn't need to be something that I have that I'm pitching people.
Right. No, and
so this, logo and business name could probably both go.
Yeah, and you haven't done anything wrong. You're trying to show the maximum value for the packages, but again, you might not be connecting emotionally with the during the sign-up process.
What I find converts best on a page like this, if you're going to go 3 levels, and you want, right now you're putting all those words there because you want them to understand what's included, but people tend to be visual learners. So perhaps what you do is you create a sample of each. So view awakened listing, view enlightened listing, view Nirvana listing, and then they click on them, you make sure that Nirvana listing looks absolutely amazing and it has a ton of content. So that people can click it, opens up in a new tab, and they'll learn what's included in each. And then I'll see, wow, for $33 a year, I don't want my profile to look like this, I want it to look like that. That would help convert more than trying to describe it to them this way.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
And another thing is, you have a Facebook community?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that could be valuable for the Nirvana is that you can boost their events on your social media page. So not only what they get on your website, but what you'll do for your premium members, for being premium members, is offer them. You can post and say like, check out this event from so and so, and that's super high value, and you don't have to promise that you'll do it every day or every week. Just say you'll, once at least once a year, you'll get a mention on our Facebook page. And that's another way to add value. It costs you nothing. It gives you great material to share on your Facebook page. They're essentially doing the work for you. They're paying you to help market your own website with a scenario like that. Can we touch on your main menu link for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. In my opinion, the perhaps donate and contact and or blog and about could be up here in the mini nav. Maybe not all of them, but some of them could be pushed up to the mini nav, and that will allow you to bring a little bit more attention to some of the more important links in your main menu.
Okay.
Do you mind if we update a couple of those right now?
Yeah, I would say let's move the donate button to the top. I think that would be good.
Donate. Do you think could we do contact also?
The thing, so here's my question is, when you look at this on a phone, what happens? I forget, like that top menu is the links in the top menu disappear?
Yeah, you'll see what's in the top menu here. Here's an example. So here's your member login, and so on. So if there's enough space for them, they'll be side by side. So you'll see donate and contact. The rest of your menu links are in the toggle, which is standard on a phone.
Right. Okay. So my question is, so if we have a phone number and member login and donate and contact, then when you're looking at it on a phone, is that too much on the phone to see?
You could also remove them from that. You could. How many people are filling out your contact us form?
Not a lot. I mean, every now and then we get some coming in.
You can shorten member login and just have the word login.
Login, yeah.
Probably login, contact, and donate would be fine to have there.
Okay.
And I have a way for you to hide some on mobile if you'd like as well. And you can always tuck things into your footer as well. That's a nice place to put all excess links that you want to be accessible on mobile. The reason I want to do that is I want to show you how you can kind of, again, this is all about navigation, and there's nothing wrong with your site or what you're doing. It's just how you're presenting it to the world. So let's go to
I understand.
Let's go to your menu manager and let's edit the mini nav. And perhaps maybe I know you're still thinking about how you want, if you want to showcase events or not, but maybe we can do add your holistic business or holistic practice instead of get listed today. Just a little bit more specific. We could change member login to login, and we can add a new link. Let me grab them real quick. So this will be your contact. And I like the donate up there. It shows that that's important to your organization.
Yeah. I mean, I wish more people use that button, but it also shows that we're a nonprofit, which is why I think it's good to be a little more visible.
Now, if perhaps you didn't want some of these to show on mobile, I'll just show everyone a little trick here. What you could do is toggle open this edit button. So let's say you didn't want donate to show on mobile. You could type hidden-excess. Those are extra small screens, and this link would be hidden on mobile devices. So that
Okay.
you could do that. I'll just leave it normal for now. And let's save those changes, and then we'll head on over to your main menu. And those don't look bad at all there. Three links is plenty, plus your action link I think is good. Donate, contact, login. They're all action things too. Let's remove those two from your main menu. And good that you have your SSL certificate. By the way, guys, Google is going to crack down more on sites that don't have SSL certificates. They're going to be throwing up more alerts to the website visitors. So if you don't have an SSL certificate, you probably I would recommend getting the VIP add-ons club. It comes with an SSL plus all the add-ons that Brilliant Directories has. So let's delete the donate button from your main menu and your contact. Now, what that does is it opened up a little room in your main menu. What we can do is add some keywords here like holistic events. If that's okay that I put holistic events instead of just events.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then you said events are more important for the visitor, right? So maybe we want to switch the directory and the holistic and the
order.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's save those changes.
And let's so I'm looking at this on mobile. So on mobile, one of the links drops down because we have the 3. So I think it is a good idea to hide one of them. So maybe we hide the contact, but maybe I also put it under the about menu as one of the sub menu navigations.
Sure, you can definitely do that.
Or we hide the donate on the mobile, but I definitely think we need to hide one of them so there's just 2 links on the mobile version.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. And again, we're using your site as an example, but I hope the people watching, the audience, can apply these things to your websites as well to kind of, again, there's nothing wrong with your website. There's nothing wrong with the idea you have for your directory. A lot of it is just setting up the right navigation for the user experience. Did I spell this correctly? Holistic practice, holistic events. Let's hide the donate button. Now, do you want which one do you want to hide, Greg? The contact or the donate?
Let's hide the contact.
Okay. And you want me to tuck it under here as well, under the about?
Yeah, and then we'll add it under the about.
Okay. So we'll just add a new link in the main menu, toggle open the about, and I'm just going to drag this under our vision. And let's save that. So now it's a drop-down link under the about. And let's go back to the mini nav and hide that contact button on mobile devices. And we'll see an example of that. A little bit of lag there. Okay. So I'm going to add hidden -excess and save the changes. Great. Let's look at your homepage again. So under the about, we now have a contact. We have the contact here, but when we toggle to mobile, it's gone. So on smaller devices, it's gone, and there it is on larger screens. So we can see it disappears with that hidden excess. Clever little trick there.
Nice.
What is Are You Awakening take you to?
It's a page about like if you're getting onto a spiritual path. What I wanted to do was kind of help people. It's a whole conversation in itself, but people that get onto a spiritual path and start kind of moving away from religion, but trying to find their own connection with God. It's this whole experience that opens up, and actually for a lot of people, it's a bit maddening, and they think they're crazy. Their friends think they're crazy. So I wanted to actually create a little bit of a support system, which is why I have that on there. But to be honest, I don't know, if we're pushing the events in the directory, I don't know if that's really something that's important to have as one of our main menu options. Maybe that also gets tucked under the about. That might make more sense to have that as part of our about submenu.
I hear you. Okay, let's do one more thing then. Can we call this menu link Awaken Blog instead of just
Sure.
blog? Okay.
Sure.
When you do things like that, it's kind of branding that section of your site as with a certain concept. It's not just a blog, it's not a newsroom, it's the Awaken blog, and it brands it in a way where people will expect to receive certain types of information from that section of your site. And then lastly, are you awakening? You're about, let's see. Okay. The reason I don't want to, I want to leave you. I want to provide the best options here for you. What I'm going to leave for you, Greg, and maybe you can show us what you did in the next webinar, is I'd like you to think of, instead of directory, it can be like find practitioners, or even member directory would be nice to show that you're a community. Having the word member would be there, even though it's for searching listings. Find a different name for this and figure out how you want to organize your about and are you awakening. The about can be your mission. So you could actually start with your mission there, because you are a nonprofit and you have a cause. And I would want to, when I'm visiting a nonprofit, I want to know what your mission and purpose is,
Right.
more than anything else. So you might want to start with mission there and figure out where to put this "Are you awakening?" And I think you'll have a solid main menu. And then with that, taking some of Pat's recommendations here for your pricing page, simplifying it, and maybe some of the example listings of each package might be helpful. I don't know too much, but if that will be super helpful, but it can't hurt. So I'd start by shortening this and making the premium listing super irresistible. Even consider going down to 2 instead of 3. Just make the paid one like a no-brainer for anyone who's serious about posting content on your site.
Okay. Yeah. Well, one of the things I was thinking of doing with the premium listing was to actually make it significantly more expensive, so it's almost more like a sponsorship level. And to your point, what I could also do is even just kind of hide it, and it's something that we pitch to potential sponsors.
Absolutely. So, hiding the paid option, anything to lower the barrier to entry to have people join your site is always helpful. So a lot of websites don't even show their paid options. They only show them after the fact that somebody signed up for free, and that lowers all the barriers to signing up. You show them the benefits. It's free to sign up. They literally have nothing to lose, and then you can welcome them and show them the other options after they've had a chance to experience a little bit of what your site has to offer.
Right. Okay.
Lastly, just a design element. Can I add a soft background color to this search section?
Okay.
The reason
can we do like a transparent window or something maybe?
Exactly what I was thinking. It's going to help frame the homepage a little bit better, and being wrapped in something, because these are just kind of freestanding. It's going to help direct the visitor, and let's see what we can do there real quick. So we're going to go to the design settings, homepage layout, homepage search settings. Tons of options here just for that little search module. It's really amazing. So you have your search visibility background is 0. Let's set it to about 8. And I'm just going to make it, we could go light or dark. I think I'm just going to go with white. Let's see what that looks like. If we need to go dark, we can switch it. Okay, just give that a second to update.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yeah, it does. There's a little extra space there. Let me see what's going on there. Let me just do a quick inspection here. Yeah, it looks like you've added some styling to your site, which I don't think you need. Let me just do a quick update here. Okay, I see. Okay, I don't want to mess with this stuff. You've done,
Yeah,
obviously.
I got a bunch of.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to mess with that stuff. But yeah, I think this frames it a little bit. And instead of try starting with your zip, oh, I see. You're suggesting that they.
Yeah, because you're searching for events. You know, try starting your zip.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm open to suggestions for that line too.
Search for enlightening events in your area. That's. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think these are good changes here just to see how things change. A lot of it's going to come down to your pricing page, and also this main menu I think is a lot clearer now, and it could be a little bit better as well. But all right, thank you so much, Greg, for sharing your site with us. Catch up with us next week. Let us know how you updated your main menu and your pricing page. We'd love to see in the next webinar, excuse me, some of the updates you've made.
Okay. All right. I appreciate all your help, guys.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Very welcome. Thanks for sharing your site.